Hello guys, this is Kazra bringing you another little video from Star Wars. It's been a few days of intense playing since my last video. Well, for you guys it's basically like a very few days. Oh. Thank you. Let's put this somewhere that I know that it's it. And basically in that time I used the time to get around everything, to try to know more about the game and have a more refined taste for is it worth playing on free to play or not. And those are the things that I want to talk about today. Like those videos from Star Wars will be mainly videos that I can talk to you guys and, you know, have a conversation, rather, well, conversation, a monologue. Unless you post in the comments with you guys, right? Because it's you know, easy for me to do those two things at the same time. So free to play, you can play the game, but as I said in my previous video, it's more like you can play the game, but you don't really want to play the game on free to play. If you're playing the game as an MMORPG, there's a lot of restrictions. And the most dampening thing for a lot of you guys will be that flashpoints, space missions, and missions and war zones are nerfed to 3 per week. And that's per week, not per day, but per week. So you're not even able to get the daily bonus that you can get every single day for doing a single flashpoint, a single war zone, and a single space mission.
Where does the Empire get its soldiers these days? Some swamp on Hutter?
Maybe you'd like it if we pulled out altogether.
I cannot thank you enough for your quick work. I don't know what...
Let me worry about the men, my lord. Go back to the dining hall.
It was a costly little
Oh, their deep pocket. Who's the source of these?
The programming signature.
Lord Killes is my vassal.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Parameters indicate that, my lord, this program indicates an assault team.
The siege tunnel.
Does this siege...
Yes. And I sent the guard. No one's used it in centuries.
I will hold back this up.
You have proven a better Moff Sarek. If you take them into the siege tunnel...
You should have sealed it off.
You have taught me the importance. There's an entrance to the tunnel nearby. I'll recall my...
Okay, so that guy completely sucks as a commander. We're gonna take the commendation. So yeah, that's the biggest nerf for you guys, cause a lot of you will find enjoyable to play PvP. Even maybe make a guild and play organized PvP, organized flashpoints. You know, it requires 4 people to do flashpoints. You know, effectively. You'll have the class variety as a healer, tank, and 2 DPSs and stuff like that. But as I said, it's more like that's gonna be the main downside. For me, it's not the big downside because I don't enjoy those as much. Well, I would if I could, you know. If I had the opportunity to play those all the time, I would play them from time to time. But now I don't feel that I'm, like, you know, nerfed in any way. Because of my specific approach to the game. You guys have to understand that I'm actually playing this
is a lie.
For the story, for the storyline, not for what most people play it. It's not an MMORPG for me. It's just like you would play a game but had a co-op. Something like that. I'm approaching it more like this than a typical MMORPG game. And I think that's gonna be my approach to most MMORPG games right now, because I prefer to know the story. I prefer to have a starting and end point and not drag it forever, like EVE Online.
And the noble in another...
Thank you. So we have a quest... Actually, we're gonna go there. So yeah, that's... you know, something that you have to take care of, that you have to have in your mindset when you start this. As far as gameplay goes, you are quite nerfed in terms of how much experience you get and what are the limitations of your account, because a free-to-play account can only have, from what I remember, 200,000 credits, so that's a little bit nerfed. You cannot send mails, you cannot you can receive mails, you cannot get mails. You can only do 3 of the instances every week. You get lower amount of experience for everything. Your crew skills are limited to 1, and crew skills for those who don't know, are crafting skills, crafting and salvaging, crafting and gathering skills. So you can only have 1. You get lesser amounts of money. Well, basically you get everything nerfed, you know. Oh, I already went too far? No. Good. So yeah, that's a lot of, you know, downsides for a game like this. You cannot change your color of your clothing. You cannot take out the headset, so you're stuck. If you have an ugly looking helmet, you will be stuck with it unless you get adaptive armor which suits your fancy like mine. I found adaptive armor that's actually looking good on my class, and I wear it all the time, you know. I just exchange the modules. But even though all those restrictions, you know, give me a second, cause even all of those restrictions are taken into effect, it's still enjoyable. I still like it. I can progress through the storyline, I can play. The one thing that I would point out for all of you who think of starting Star Wars The Old Republic is, well, get a level advantage. Like, don't get too much into the game from start. Just take your time, play it slowly, do flashpoints, play it like 3 or 4 weeks, slowly doing quests. Oh my god, salvaging above my level? Nice! That means I can start doing this.
Piece of cake.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
And actually, you can send Quinn also.
Right away.
We'll send all 3 of them. Where I was... yeah, you can play, but take your time. You know, like, if you're thinking about, I want to play this, but I don't want to buy a subscription, you can do something like I did. But I did it, you know, unintentionally. If you play it very slowly, per se, if you take your time while doing quests and stuff, and do a lot of flashpoints, a lot of war zones, you know, I didn't do any war zones this week, and that's a huge amount of experience to get. Like, a good high level war zone will earn you 18,000 experience. That's quite a chunk. So I would say, yeah, just take your time, think about it, do it slowly, what it will bring you. Why am I saying that it's a good idea? You will be out-leveling your zones, like I am right now. I am in a zone for 28 to 32, and I'm already at level 34, which means that I'm already... I started the planet while having a level advantage, a 6 level advantage over it. What that means, I start with better equipment, with better skills. I am way more prepared to do this. I can do heroics on my own. The heroic 2s, not 4s, I can do mostly on my own with my companion. No, I know what this is. It's operation, not operation. It's Mandalorians, I think. Or Atasis. So yeah, just do that.
Welcome. Please
Take your
select
time
the
while doing everything, and you will actually find out that it's a lot more forgiving. and enjoyable when you're out leveling, because you have the thing that you lack, meaning you have the advantage that you won't get if you're playing normally. And just to like sum up this video a little bit, because it's gonna be a 50-minute video, to give you an example of what I think is also a good course of action. If you're thinking about a subscription, you can buy the box set and it will cost you silly money. In Polish it's 25 zlotys, which is roughly 5 euros. Well, 5 to 7 euros, let's say. You buy that, you have to give your credentials for your credit card if you do that, because you get 30 days of game time for free, but you have to give your credit card credentials, which I think is a little bit bad. But you can always neglect the subscription, or you can go to subscription, or you have the option of time codes. It all depends on how much money you think you can spend on this. A subscription for a month is almost 14 euros. That's not a lot if you think about it. I would be able to do it, but I just have some expenses right now, so, and plus it's Steam summer sale, so yeah, a lot of money goes towards that. So just like, think of it that if you pay once, this is what I want to point out, if you pay once, if you get your subscription, you will have a month to play. In a month you can easily get 2 classes up to max level, easily, without even trying. You will have the maximum level for your character on 2 characters without a problem. And you can do flashpoints, you can do war zones, you can do space missions, you can do a lot of things that I'm just restricted right now. You have a way better trade option, because you in the Galactic Stellar Market, which is basically the auction house, you have 50 things to sell, not 2, like me right now. So that's a great advantage that you get. And when the subscription time is out, so when you have already those 2 characters, so like in my case, the 2 characters that I only care about, you get the opportunity to, well, you not get opportunity, you get the preferred status. The preferred status already enables you to have a lot more things unlocked. Let's just see if I can find the Carter market. Will like, you know, you can buy those things, all of those things, for like funny prices. Minor experience bus and stuff like that. I have 60 Carter coins because I got it from some kind of a skill. A black and black dye module, lols. Ultimate level bundle. Let's just unlocks and starter bundle. Because you can see we can buy anything from the cartel shop, but it costs, you know, unlocks. It's I wouldn't say it's very nice, but you can buy all of those on the Intergalactic Stellar Market. So that's one good thing, but they cost a lot. And there we have the preferred status bundle. So let's show items. Bundle contains items that require level 10, so that's one thing. The bundle unlocked inventory module. Crew skill slot. Legacy pack improves speed of piloting. Customization control, display character titles. Customization control, unify colors. And contains customization, display legacy name and title. This basically makes it so we can have a speeder on level 15 or level 10 even. You get 10 more slots on your inventory. You get a bonus crew slot, or even 2, I'm not certain. You get the speeder. You can display your characters and you can unify colors of your character. That's actually a very good thing. And but it's costly, you know, if you look at it, it's quite costly. The better thing I would say is actually getting, you know, the whole package of getting a subscription for 1 month, playing the game for 1 month, deciding do you like it or not. Honestly, that's the best thing you can do. Playing it for like a week or 2, deciding do you like Star Wars The Old Republic enough, get the 13 euros or 14, pay for the subscription for a month, disable the subscription, maybe you will find a lot of enjoyment in the game. I honestly am not big for guilds and stuff like that, but I know that a lot of people like that and will have tremendous amounts of fun by playing with a guild. I'm just, you know, I'm not a social guy, so I don't like guilds. But if you do all of those, you will have an amazing time in this game probably, and the game has its flaws. It's not like it's flawless, but for a month of playing, you know, for a month of just having fun, 2 months maybe, I would say it's worth it. Just go on a grab, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. It's really worthwhile. There's a lot of things that annoy me, but also there's a lot of good storyline behind it. And there are misleads, well, basically the game developers, I think that they didn't have the full cooperation, or they didn't read all the books and stuff like that, because there's a lot of misleading tips, especially like for that Revan. Because I'm playing Sith, I hear most about him. But yeah, that's just something that bugs me a little bit. The way the Empire perceives that Revan. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Just to give you a heads up, I leveled from level 20 to level 34 in about 4 days. So I would say that's a good score. That's 14 levels on a free-to-play account. So thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time, and I'll hope to see you next time on the battlefield. Comment and like the video if you enjoyed it.